Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes here at Vox Markets for Wednesday, the 28th of July. Starting off with Advanced Energy, where we've had a nice little breakout here through the initial July resistance. That was around the 2.65 pence level, and while we're above that, looking forward to a resistance line projection from back in November, heading towards 3.5 pence, and that could be seen as soon as the end of next month. Going on to Bermele, which I looked at yesterday on the hourly chart basis. Remember that we were looking for 17 pence while we remain above the initial resistance for the shares around the 10.5, 11 pence level. So looking quite encouraging on that situation. On to Escape Hunt, which looks like it's finished with its consolidation that we've had from basically that late April peak. Just need to break the 50-day moving average and that line of resistance from April at 37 pence, and hopefully then that would take us up to retest the April high at 49 pence perhaps by the end of next month or going into the first part of September. Upside valid, I suppose, while we remain above the 200-day moving average, but that's way down at 27 pence, so that may be a bit too far for some. Let's just see how we do trying to break that 50-day line over the next few sessions, perhaps. Onto a stock which seems to be flying, and I sort of regret not having looked at it more. The reason for that is that it's had one of the best looking type of setups here with the gap through resistance, or the gap through that initial 2021 peak. That was at around 19 pence. Unfilled gap to the upside, and what you normally get is that on the best situations, then there's just a decent follow through without even having to retest that gap. Current situation, probably looking towards an initial target here at 35 pence, hopefully over the next couple of weeks. If you're looking for maybe a longer target or a further target, perhaps we're looking at up towards this line of resistance here from back in February, which is heading towards the 45 pence area, maybe a bit more actually, and that could be hit by, let's say, the end of September, but looking very good on Sosander at the moment, especially while we remain above the recent resistance, June resistance at 25 pence, above 25 up to 45 as a best case scenario target there. On to Marechale Capital, which seems to be bumping along the bottom or bubbling around a bit. Here we've got a situation where we want to see the shares break the initial July resistance at 1.9 pence. If they can do that, then maybe the former resistance on the way down around 2.4 pence could be on the way over the next couple of months. But obviously we have to break out, and we haven't done so so far. On to Staffline, which is looking, pretty encouraging, actually. The reason for saying that is we've had a sort of 2-day touch on the 200-day moving average, which is rising, which is a plus point. We had the gap down in May, and we've had, 2-3 gaps to the upside, so that's an island reversal, and that suggests that we could see a pretty strong move for the stock over coming months. As far as the upside here is concerned, looking towards as high as £1 for the shares, maybe on a 2 to 3 month time frame, especially while we remain above the broken resistance line there and the 50-day moving average, currently around the 60 pence level, so above 60 up to perhaps as much as £1 for Staffline over the next couple of months. One of the best performers of the year has been Petroneft, and it looks as though the shares are currently sort of bumping along the bottom of this rising trend channel that's been in place since January. So the floor of the channel currently around 3 pence, and while we're above 3 pence, looking forward and looking to a top of channel target there as high as 5.5 pence. What will probably seal the deal now is a decent end of day or a weekly close above the 50-day moving average, just above current level, so 3.3 pence plus would be a decent momentum signal for the stock. On to Aminex, which is giving us a sort of a double higher low here, so support there around the 0.47 level, and above that looking for a return to 0.8 pence perhaps by the end of next month, and that's the sort of the post-April resistance for the shares. On to Phoenix Copper, which I think I promised that once it broke the 50 pence level it would keep on motoring, and seems to have finally done that. It took a long time to get through the 50 pence zone, but it did seem that the shares were really on their way even before 50 pence was broken. We had a sort of a minor bull trap through there, but at least while we're above 52 pence now, looking towards the long-promised price channel top as high as 80 pence by the end of next month. And the way things are going, it's almost it could be by the end of this month, but 80 pence by the end of the next month, while we're above 52 pence for Phoenix copper. On to Petra, and outstanding key reversal to the upside here. Bear trap through the 50-day moving average today to start off with, and then pushing higher. So it looks as though there will be follow through here. It's a bit of an assumption to make, but still that looks to be the case. Best case scenario target here over the next couple of months up to 2.6 pence at the top of that rising trend channel from last September. And really the upside valid while we hold above the 200-day line at 1.6. So I think that would be a decent stop loss on a mid-price basis. Just going for a few more now. First is European metals, which has gapped through the 50-day moving average. That's the type of setup that we like. Shows momentum. It shows that maybe the bears have been caught off guard. Maybe the bulls have been caught off guard as well. We've got a rising trend channel here from back in December, and while we're above the floor of the channel and recent support at 75 pence, looking for £1.40 on a 2 to 3 month view. If you're cautious of the shares, maybe you want to see an end of day close through 85 pence, which we'll hopefully get today, or a weekly close for 85 pence to show that the shares mean business. Just a couple to go now. First is Ceres Power, not the sort of stock we normally look at, but here we have it today in the list as one of the risers. Looking for a break of the £10.50 level on this current move. We had a bear trap below £9, and there's been a decent rebound from that. So above £10.50, looking for the late June peak there as high as £11.47, perhaps by the end of next month. Finishing off with a stock which reported yesterday, and be good to see what the situation is from a charting perspective. Here we've had Love Hemp with a sort of extended decline there, a consolidation within that falling wedge. Just really need to break the 2.7 pence area. Downside here, I suppose, the worst case scenario at this stage is probably the bottom of that gap from November, so down to 2 pence, but above 2 pence, got a potential of the shares at least heading back towards the 3.5 pence zone, which is post-May resistance. And if you're looking for the trigger on that, then 2.6, 2.7 on an end-of-day close basis could do the trick for Love Hemp. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.